Hello and welcome along and welcome back to Ohio and American Life Farming. Today we are going to get the corn in the ground. So we've got our John Deere 7R here and we're going to jump into this and we're going to get this starting working. So I know we spent the last two videos here really getting the planting done. So we're going to leave this to do it itself this time. To do that, I am going to set it up on course play to have a go. So let's bring that up and generate us a course. That should be doing it. Now, it should be fine putting the corn in. I think this field is nicely done. If it isn't, this is going to tell me, and we'll need to go and get some fertilizer. Current vehicle position, no islands to bypass, all good. Headlands, we're going to send it doing 2 headlands. I think that should be okay. We want it to turn in the corner and we want a 10% overlap as normal to should be able to get everything. How does this do? Yep, that's pretty good. I'd actually like it to go longest edge, I think. I think that might work a little bit better for us. So we're going to go longest edge and generate that and see what that does. Perfect. Much happier with that setup. So bring this in here. We will get this to start from nearest waypoint. Line ourselves up and get in position here, like so, and drive course. And as long as this doesn't tell me it needs filling up, we're gonna be okay. So something has gone very, very wrong with this. It is not started. It is blocked apparently, but it's not telling me why. And we're away. I think I've finally got it working. Yeah, course play is not playing well with this at all. But it is at least running. It is doing headlands first, which is not how I'd preferred it done, but it will work for us for now. So let's head over and move on to the next job. And that next job is actually going to require us to do a run down to the shop. We have our TLX 2020 and a couple of people did reply and go, oh, you should use the 3050. So sorry, the 3000, the 3500. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to switch this over. We also have another piece of equipment to get. So we're going to go and take this. I'm actually going to give this, and we're going to sell it. I'm going to go and give this a wash down first. So let's head over here and around to here and give this all a wash down. I grab that. Because, yeah, this one is looking just a little bit covered in muck and grime and dirt. Not so worried about the logistics trailer because we're not going to be selling that off, but certainly this has got fairly dirty. So just give that a nice clean off before we go and say goodbye to it. And so, yeah, this is going to be a bit of an upgrade. This new one should be able to handle even more weight and even more setup, so it should be pretty good. And let's head down to the shop and go and get this switched over. Now, the one downside to doing this is going to be that there are nowhere near as many attachments for the 3500 as there is for the 2020. So we're gonna have to grab something else in order to do this. So let's bring our trailer back up and bring it down, because we brought that down here because we're gonna get something else. Let's pop in here and grab the bits we want. So first things first, yes, I do want the new car. We've got, look at the difference between this and this. Wow, this is a proper beast. Rim color, we're gonna go with the school bus New Age. Main color, we are gonna go with the olive New Age. There we go. And design color, again, we're gonna go with the school bus New Age because those are my colors. Stock wheel brand, I don't think so. I think we want something a little bit nicer. Street Nokians, sports twins. Oh, I think we don't want the sports. The all-terrains look quite nice, and the off-roads look quite nice. But if we go for this, I wonder if this is going to be a bit much. We got mud, and we got mud 1. I think mud is probably going to be a bit much. So we're going to go with the off-road without the bead locks. Standard, wide, sport. Here we go. Sport wide. I quite like that setup, I think. It's either that or the twins. We will go with sport twins. Perfect. Really like those. Special editions. We've got the metallicized, the black bell, the copperhead, or the silver bullet. I'm actually go with the standard, and then we're going to bring the color through on the off-road 1 bumper. So standard. No, it's quite a long way through this, but there we go. Standard off-road bumper. I like the look of that. Then attachers. We got the front plow attacher or not. We don't use the front plow on. Oh no, we have used the front plow on this, so we will put the front plow attacher on. Lighting, spotlights or LED lights, which we want. Headlights. We got blue, red. I'm going to put the green headlights on this. Fenders. We will go with the standard size fenders, but we're going to make them match the main body color, like so. Engine, we can go for the supercharged, which adds 2000. Yep. Emblem, standard TLX 350. Yep, we'll go with that. Standard mirrors. Actually, no, we do a lot of trailer pulling, so we'll get the wide mirrors. And I think I might throw the side steps and the roof rack on, but not the snorkel, because we're not driving through anything deep. There we go, 45,350. And I really like the look of that. So let's buy that. And to go with that, we want this, the TLX 3500 flatbed. We want it again, I think, in the olive green. Special editions, we could get... Ooh, I'm very tempted, actually, to get the silver top on that. That looks very nice. Lighting, I want the emergency light bar on it. Yeah, we're going to put the emergency light bar on it for when we're pulling stuff. Fenders, we want the twins. Options, yeah, I'm going to go with the service rack because I really like the look of that service rack. And then side rails, pretty useful, the side rails, actually. So we're going to go with that as well. So 2,500 for that as well. And then the final thing we want today is under the mowers, and it's this. This is the W200 series mower. This is the one that we are going to be using on all of our grass fields around the farm. Michelin's Midas. I think we're going to go with the Michelin's on it. Extra step, no. GPS, no. Engine setup. I don't think we need to have a... We'll go with the extra, slightly larger engine on here as well. So let's buy that as well. Perfect. We still have some baler and stuff to get, but that is the setup we want. With our new truck and our new baler. Oh, there is one other item I forgot. But I'll come and get that later, actually, when we got this. So listen to that. That is just glorious, the engine on this. Back it up. We might have to move this first. Now, will this fit on? We might have to get the extra bits out the side, because I don't think think this is actually going to fit on my trailer, is it? Oh, wow. Yeah, this isn't. We're going to need a wide version of this trailer, and we're going to have to reverse this mower onto it as well. Because look at that. So, yeah. We can do this in 2 goes. First, let's get some money back. Disconnect that. Start this up. And go and put this in here. Like so. And we can sell off our 2020. So, sell. Yes. Okay. And sell. Yes. Okay. We made a bit of money back on that. And then we're going to have to alter this trailer, bring the sides out a bit, and get that done. It does have them. I'm wondering if we can fold them out. So, connect that on. Bring it over here. Want to hook it up to our trailer. There we go. Nice and flat that was. That is really nice. And if we come in here, there we go. It folds out. And we should be able to reverse this up onto our trailer then. Like so. And put the handbrake on. Fold up the back. Like so. And then we can get this. Whoop. Turn it on. We can get this back to our farm. Get some mowing done. And almost back to the farm. In fact, I think we might start, or we're going to start on field 10. So I need to find somewhere to pull off the road here. Around the back of our house is probably a pretty good place to go. Oh. If I can avoid hitting it on the tree. That's the thing. This is very long. Very, very long and very, very wide at the moment. So there we go. That's got it off the road. Fold down the back of our trailer. Like so. Perfect. And turn this off and turn our beacons off as well. And then we'll head out and we'll jump on here. Start her up. And straight off. Oh, still got the... There we go. Let's bring this... There we go. Right. And down and off. Perfect. So, yeah, I'm not going to start with field 11. What I'm going to do is I'm going to ride along the road a little bit here. And we'll start by mowing field 10. Hopefully, if we mow these 3 fields today, we should be able to have enough time to dry the grass that's on them and create some hay. Looking at our weather forecast, we've got good drying throughout the next 24 hours. We've got a small rain shower in the middle of it. So I'm hoping the fact that we've got good drying means that we're going to lose very little of this. So let's unfold our mower. Turn it on. Look at the turn on this. Right, and down. Are we doing it? Are we doing it? We're doing it. And it's nice and dry as well. this is not gonna take a lot to get this field cut and dried. Yeah, should be pretty awesome, this. And despite the size of the cutter on this mower not being very big, it is really fast. I mean, we are zooming around this field at 15 miles an hour. It is really maneuverable. I mean, insanely maneuverable, this mower. And yeah, it just works really well. I have missed a couple of bits because I've noticed that it moves faster than I can put my the head down on it. So I am missing a couple of bits in the corners. So when I eventually come to actually cut in a moment, I need to make sure that I'm putting the head down and then moving forwards. But otherwise, this is absolutely brilliant piece of kit. Really gorgeous, really fast, and yeah, works really, really well. Yeah, you can see in that corner bit there where I hadn't quite put the head down long enough. So we lower the head down and then we go in and we get a nice, good cut, rather than what I was getting before. But 14, 15 miles an hour, absolutely roars along, and we're getting a really, really good yield off a large part of this field. This side we're getting about, well, let's have a quick look in here, shall we? We're getting about, there we go, 95% yield on those bits, 100% yield, no, 125 at the top end of the field. If we look at the shape of this field, yeah, so those are not surprising amounts given the makeup of this field. It does mean that we did manage to fully get the whole thing fertilized, and that we are getting the largest yield we can off these sections. With 3 headlands done, I'm now going to take a racetrack approach to this field. Idea being that we move across it rather nicely. Now, one thing I didn't do was check. Actually, we will have to do this the other way because I didn't check exactly what angle we should be cutting in at. So let's find this out. Let's cut back down this side. I think we went down too late. There we go. Right, what angle is this at? This is at 110. 109.8, yeah, 110, so that's fine. What is that in reverse? 289 is what we want to be coming back the other way at. And so, yeah, a racetrack will give us a nice even distance between each cut. Looks like yeah, I've got to watch that issue with the head, with not putting it down quick enough and missing patches. I'll get used to that eventually. Right, so we want to come along here and we want to cut in at 289. This is when having the GPS on this would have made a big difference. So 290, there we go. So if we set it to 290, that's going to be 110, and it's going to be a nice, great way. This is actually a tip for FS22 when it comes out. Presuming we don't have any GPS in it, this is how you want to set up your basically your GPS setup. Look at the compass in the bottom left-hand corner. It will tell you what degree you're on, and from there you can very easily keep yourself going at the same angle across the field and make for some very nice cuts. We're about halfway through the field, and actually our sunflowers have finished. No, not our sunflowers, sorry, our corn has finished being planted. So what I'm going to do is leave this here for a moment, and we're just going to pop over here and stop this driver. Now, Courseplay has disengaged fairly well, but yeah, I don't know why that was an issue. But yeah, we can get this back to the farm now, and this is finished up with. And then we can get back and finish cutting the grass. I do want to get all 3 of these grass fields cut today. If we get all 3 of them cut and tethered, that would be great. And that is going to be our next job after that first field has finished being cut. I've been wanting to get this self-propelled mower on here for a while. I would have had it first year, but we kind of ran out of money on the map. And so it wasn't possible to get the grass setup done. And plus, by the time we were looking at getting the grass setup done on year 1, it was very late into the year. But this year, we're going to be much more self-sufficient. We should have quite a bit of hay, judging by what we're getting off this field and the fact that this field is a mix. All of our grass fields are a bit of a mix, but they should all produce at least a section of it that is a really nice heavy yield from the grass. And we can do this 3 times a year as well, which is absolutely brilliant. And if we want to, we could even do some grass silage from it. Not what I'm looking to do. We have way more silage than we can use, probably between now and when we finish. But it is an option if we want it. It is there for us to do. So we are gonna go and get this finished off. Just a couple more rows to go, and then with this done, what we'll be able to do is, well, we want to go and set up our lorry because our cows do need feeding today. We're gonna have to do silage because yeah, we have no hay yet, and then once we've done that and got our lorry trailer loading, because yeah, we're just gonna fill it full of silage. We've got so much of it at the moment. We will go and grab ourselves something to get this field tethered while this mower continues cutting the next field, and we'll probably send this over to the smaller field 11 next. Get that cut. It's also the closest, so fairly easy for us to get set up. And while we go and get that tether. So, one more row, just need to get to the end of this. Really neat, really maneuverable, and really lovely, this piece of kit. Very, very pleased with how this has worked. And up, and round, and there we go. That is this field done. And done really nicely. What a neat field this has created. We're going to head over here and get our next field sorted. And we'll start in this bottom corner. We'll cut 3 headlands first, and then we'll get it to do the rest after that. So, bring it over here. No idea where this field... A rough idea where this field is. Here... Oh, actually, no, we want here, and we want that course generation, field 11, headlands, I want it to turn, and as always, a 10% overlap just works slightly better, and I want it to do a racetrack. Yeah, there we go. 4.4 meter header, generate me a course. That looks pretty good. That looks really good. Not enough headlands. There we go. Generate me that. Now, there we go. Again, not liking the direction that's going. Longest edge. And you just keep doing it a little bit. Ooh, couldn't generate a course. Okay, so what I want is a 285. Okay, that should work. We might be better with a 290. That will work. That will work nicely. Right, so from here, We maneuver this here and nearest waypoint drive. What I'm going to do is turn it on and drop it down so that it starts going straight away. And away it goes, and hopefully we'll stick to the edge. Nope. Stop. This is the only thing you need to be careful of doing nearest waypoint like that. Right, get on to the right bit and then go drive course. And then we're on the right bit. Absolutely perfect. Let's go sort the cows out. And to do that, we need the Phoenix, and the Phoenix has a very large trailer. Hook all of this up, just get this loaded up with a mountain of silage, and then we can feed this. This is why I'm looking at not getting a mixing trailer, or we have a mixing trailer actually, getting rid of the mixing trailer and getting a static mixing station, because we're having to create so much to feed these cows that it's just makes sense for us to use a trailer like this with a static mixing wagon than it mixing station than it does for us to load that mixing wagon up. Well, I think it's like 5 or 6 times to actually feed them. Yeah, much better to have a mixing station in place. So bring this underneath. And that then can just fill up with that while we grab this tractor and head down to the shop to go and grab ourselves a tedder. And yeah, this is going to be our grass working tractor. So what tedder are we going to get to go with our John Deere tractor here? Should be a nice one in here. I think I got older one. Tedders. And yeah, here we go. A John Deere 6-meter tedder. I think this is a reskin of a coon one. So let's buy that. It's only 10,000. Works fine for us. And should allow us to very quickly ted our grass. Again, I'm not going for the largest equipment in our setup for our grass. Just equipment that is maneuverable enough for our 3 smaller fields. Field 10 being, of course, one with the extra fences around it. So that causes an issue for us there with some sizes. And then our field 11 being a really odd shaped field and needing stuff that's really maneuverable and that can work well around it. And then yeah, field 12 is just massive and open and is the least of our worries as far as that goes. But as with the mowing, we're starting with field 10 on this. Let's open this up. Don't need that on anymore. And yeah, it almost gets 2 rows. In fact, no, it will. This will very nicely get 2 rows from our mower. And we can see where we've been doing 2 rows like this. So that's good. And means that at 12 miles an hour, we should get this field done in half the time it took us to mow it in the first place, which is also great news. Now, something the more eagle-eyed of you who like to call me out on these things might have noticed is that we are fairly low on fuel in this tractor. And yes, it is true. We do need to refuel this tractor at some point. We should have enough fuel, I think, to finish this field. I'm not expecting it to be a huge problem for here. But yeah, before we go and head field 11, we are going to need to refuel. Shouldn't be too bad. Should work out all fine for us, I think. And we should get all of these fields done today, even if it is 6 p.m. in game. As I said earlier, this tractor is absolutely stomping through this field, going really really fast. Loving how well this tether's working on the back of here. And on the back of this this 4440. It's they're ideally suited together. Our mower seems to be doing a good job as well. It looks like we're going to finish this field though before the mower does. Finishes field 11, which is not too bad. Well, actually probably works to our favour. And then we can go and get the animals fed as a result of that. We can go refill this tractor and get the cows fed, which should be absolutely perfect for what we're trying to achieve. Hopefully this is going to dry out. I'm keeping my fingers crossed that the rain doesn't cause too much of an issue. We need a ridiculous amount of hay to feed our cows. I mean, we were getting through a huge number of bales before. So we're going to need next time a windrower and a baler and probably a bale stacker, I think. The alternative, and I want to know what you guys think in the comments for this, is for us to store loose hay. So we've got all of those areas in the farm. Do you think it would be better for us to store loose hay? Let us know in the comments down below, and yeah, we'll go with what you guys suggest on this. It might save us a little bit of money, or it might be more difficult to handle. We will see. I just need to finish this field off, and then we can go and get the cows fed next. We're finishing up on our final row. It's really easy. You just stick the nose of the tractor between the two rows, and it gets both of them. Absolutely perfect, and yeah, this has gone much easier than I would have otherwise feared. We're down this end here. Can we get through the fence down here, or is it all closed off? I think it's all closed off. So we've got to go out the top end of the field. I'm going to take this back to the yard then, and what we'll do is then get this fueled up, and while this is fueling up, we're going to feed the cows. That is actually a lot closer than I'm comfortable with. That has got, we've got the red light on, it's on the lowest setting. Yeah, let's refill that. Oh, thank you, little tractor. Right, we're going to head over here, and we should have a nice full trailer of silage at this point. 200, that was a thirsty tractor, so that's stopped. Why is that stopped? I was hoping for a very nice full trailer here. Let's jump in this. There we go. So that's going to take a little while to do now. But we will get the cows fed once that's filled. I was hoping that that was going to do that while we were away. It hasn't, no. It's 7 o'clock in game now. So I'm going to leave this here. I will get these cows fed, and we'll get these two remaining fields cut and tethered, ready for next time, when we're going to hopefully be baling up some hay if we're lucky. For now, though, all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. And for all the latest videos from Virtual Farmer, please subscribe to the channel, ring that bell, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.